What is up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about how to find the draw on liquidity and institutional order flow. So when you're looking at how to find the draw on liquidity, you want to ask yourself, where is price delivering from? Where is current price? And then where is price delivering to? Okay. So if we go on let's see here, go on the daily time frame. Okay, we can see from the weekly here, come up to the weekly, my internet allows me to, we can see that we have been bearish, right? So constantly moving, making new lows. Come to the daily, we can see we had this daily fair value gap here, and we now have this one here, okay? So we can see price is delivering from this high in this daily fair value gap to this low, okay? Now we can see where is price most likely going to um, deliver to, right? So we want to look at old lows, old highs, relatively equal lows, relatively equal highs. So we see here, we can see we have sell side liquidity resting right there, right? So these are relatively equal lows there. And we've also left this daily fair value gap here, right? So we are going to want to wait now for price to give us some sort of pullback. Okay. So we now have this price leg down. Okay. Now we can also look at this. We can see market structure. We created this swing low in here. So price in this low here, we never really got a strong close below these lows here. Okay. This candle kind of closed in there. We left this volume imbalance. It wasn't until we got this displacement on the daily down, we got a strong closure here. So price is going to want to reprice into this candle. It could come up all the way here, but because this confirmed our lower prices, and then we also are sweeping this low with the candle closure there, then we can use this daily. Okay. Now, if the daily is not clear to you, then you want to work your way down and look at 4-hour structure. Okay. So you don't necessarily always have to have a weekly and a daily bias in order to find setups. Right. We can see that on the 4-hour, price has clearly been bearish, bearish, bearish. Right. So we are, um, we can see that we are sweeping this sell side liquidity here. Okay. Now, if you can't see something on the 4-hour, you can come down to the 1 hour. Okay. So this is that daily fair value gap in here. Okay. So this is still our draw on liquidity here as our sell side, right? So you have external range liquidity in the form of this sell side is external. And then where we came from, this daily up here is the external here. Okay. So this is our external liquidity, buy side liquidity. Okay. We'll make this blue. Now, what you will want is price to come into some sort of internal liquidity, right? So you can see here on the 1 hour, we have this daily, right? Now we're going to be looking for internal range liquidity. Okay. So if we look at this last swing high to swing low, you want to wait for some sort of pullback, right? So we pull price forward. We sweep the sell side one more time. Sweep sell side there. So sell side being swept one more time. So now we're getting a pullback in here. Okay. So now this becomes our external liquidity here. Can look back to see if there's anything to the left. So this is our new sell side, right? So since we're getting a pullback, right, we can see we have some buy side liquidity here. Right, so Monday 10 a.m. If let's pull price back here. Okay, so this was our sell side right in here. And then we had this sell side. So we had this low, full low, and then this low, which these lows were traded to sell side liquidity. Okay. We'll drop down to a 15-minute in here. You see sell side taken here. And then one more time, we take this low at 9:30, the 9:30 open. Okay. We'll come to 9:30. So sell side liquidity is taken here. Sell side swept here. For good measure, we drive one more time. So, okay, here we have the 9:30 on the 5-minute. Let's go more. 9:30 open. So here we have the true open. This is our New York open. New York true open here. Okay. So typically from 9:30 to 10, right? 10 o'clock. We will get a Judas swing. Okay. So if we play price forward, drop down. We then take out this low. All right. So typically 9:50 to 10:10. Okay. So I have 9:50 to our 10:10 macro here. From 9:30 to about this macro, we get a fake out or a Judas swing, right? So we get sell side taken one more time in here, these lows, right? Here, okay, sell side liquidity. So we know price is going to want to reprice back up to this daily, right? So even though we're bearish, we can look at this two different ways, right? We can trade to the daily fair value gap intraday and target internal range liquidity, right? So 5-minute structure, we have buy side here. We have buy side and equal highs up in here. Right? All these highs here. So this high, we have these highs, right? And then we also have these equal highs up here, which would be our overall drawn liquidity to the daily, right? So this is our buy side liquidity. So during here, you could be hunting entries to get in, right? So replay mode won't let me go back far enough into this price action. But we can see after we get that sweep in here, more than likely we'll be able to catch something in here. So 950, 1010. We have this 5-minute fair value gap in here. Five-minute. So we do have this low, high, lower low. So we can use this last up close candle in here as a breaker entry. So you could be a buyer in here. Stops underneath the breaker. Or if you want to wait for consequent encroachment of the breaker here, 50% of the breaker in there. Stops at 12 points there. And then we can target the next buy side, which is here. So right in there, just outside the 10-10 window, we get a nice 1 to almost 4.5. Then we have this order block in here, respected. Right? Because the draw, short-term internal range liquidity are these highs in here. Right? So once we reach this daily, if we go fast forward here, okay, we can see here, this buy side here. Again, we can frame it on the 1 hour. Okay. So 1 hour time frame, we can see we have these equal highs in here. Okay. We also have this 1 hour in here, but we're waiting for price to take out these highs. So boom, right in there. Tuesday, 4 p.m. Oh, 5 minutes. Go Tuesday. 30. Okay. So again, our draw is towards this, right? You can see we have an equal highs here, relatively equal highs here. Okay, so this is our buy side liquidity. So we have our true open, and 9:30 will be the next candle. So let's go to the next candle, 5-minute open. Looks like a news candle there. So this is our true open for New York. So we sweep sell side in here. You notice we have this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. We tap into there and then reprice higher. So let's mark off 950 to 1010. Okay, so we get a pullback. So more than likely there's something in here we could have got into on the 1-minute, right? So again, we have this swing low, high, lower low. So we have a breaker right in here. These last two up close candles. So it could have been a buyer at the top of here, or as we're driving higher, can be long in here. Stops at 12. And then we can target this high. So as this 5 minutes forming in the lower time frame, in the 1-minute time frame, we can be hunting in here for entries in here or in here, just at the top of this breaker, and then targeting this high and this high as our liquidity. So we'll target this high. Right, so a nice almost. So you see we left these equal lows here. So lots of sell side underneath here. Right. Sell side liquidity. And then we also have sell side left here. So this is our external range liquidity. Right. We are bearish. Right. So this is internal. Because from this high to this high, we measure this high to this low. This is our internal liquidity inside of a premium, right? This is also daily fair value gap. And then external range liquidity is our target, okay? So danced around equilibrium, took out liquidity finally in here, and then we started to move away. So now we can target, this is our internal range liquidity in the discount, and then external range liquidity in the discount, right? Now our draw are these lows. So now we're going to be looking on 5-minute because price won't let us go any lower, but we're looking for the New York. Let's see, 15, 930, go 950, 1010. And then we're going to wait for 930 open, which is right there. Price forward. So sell side taken. So now we can wait for some sort of retracement because we're still hunting for this sell side down here. So So 950 macro begins. So in this case, this is where I would take my fib and run it from this swing high to swing low. And so we want price to come up at least into premium. We have this 5-minute fair value gap. Bearish. See what price does here. Tap up in there. So this is our bearish 5-minute. Let's mark a midline on it. Okay. Now price could come up to 62 here on this pullback. So we're getting ready to tap into there. So if you were to take your short in here, you have to allow for all of this, and then we would target this sell side. So you still get a nice 1 to 2 risk to reward. And boom, sell side taken. Okay. So right, internal liquidity to external range liquidity. Okay. So I know it's kind of a long video, but if you guys are interested, please check out the Discord link in the description. We do this Tuesday through Wednesday, live trading through Zoom. Everyone's getting funded through here. Top Step, Apex, getting payouts. So come trade with us. We have the January bootcamp still going on. Weekly outlooks, homework, all tons of chats, um, tons of gems in here. So feel free, come join us, trade with us, join our awesome community. Till next time, guys, trade safe.